Mike.
Yes, sir. I got.
Keontae's really coming on. What's impressed you the most about his emergence?
I think that things are really slowed down for him a little bit. I think he's finally 100% because we saw a little bit of that burst a little again that we saw kind of in spring training. You know, really for the first time that he really showed that initial get out for those first 5 to 10 yards. So, you know, trending in the right direction. You know, hopefully the next 5 games, 6 games, we'll continue to see that.
So you thought that was missing for a while from him?
I definitely was. Definitely was, and I think he was pressing a little bit, and, you know, trying to make up for that, and, you know, and the thing that I find that's unique about his running style and watching him prior to becoming a Trojan was his patience and his ability to have that initial burst and get to the second level. I think he got his confidence back in his ankle a little bit, and he showed that aspect of his running game, which is unique. I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Bell, Le'Veon Bell, and I'm not saying, you know, I know I'm in LA and everybody, no, joke.
Headlines.
But no, not at all. But, you know, I think you could see it. He was patient and he really set his box up well.
He seems like such a laid-back personality. What has he brought to the USC locker room?
Well, he's a 22-year-old man. Happy birthday, Keontae. You know, today's his birthday.
Oh, nice.
You know, but him and Vi, they bring, you know, the same attributes to our locker room and to our running back room. They both lead by example more than being verbal leaders. If I were to challenge him to do anything, it's time for him and both of those guys to speak up a little bit more and you know, take this team by the shirt and carry it a little bit.
I know Dante talked about, you know, the potential for emphasizing the run more. Is that a message he's kind of relayed to you guys as well?
It's something that's been discussed, and I thought, you know, the run game, and Graham did a great job of recognizing that. It kind of settled things down in last week's ball game. You know, those tackles, you know, it was a tough matchup for him, and getting to that run game and getting to play with some tempo kind of mellowed them out and kind of mellowed a lot of their blitz packages out. And, you know, I mean, I'm biased, but we got some guys that I feel that could be a problem if you start to get 15, 20 touches a game on them. And I think in the last game, probably about the 7th or 8th touch is where you really saw the kids started to kind of come into another groove, and that's a part of it too. You know, and I think, you know, you'll see the same thing out of 22. I think you'll see the same thing out of Vi. Once their touches kind of, you know, go up a little bit, second year, they'll start to get in a rhythm.
You mentioned Keontae and Vi as veteran presences. How hard was it to get to the point of making a decision to give Keontae the bulk of touches and have to pull Vi's roll back a little bit?
You know, from day one, I told those guys that the guy that goes out there, and when he's out there, it looks a little different because the guy's going to play. And, you know, I think Keontae has shown that ability. And that does not mean I don't have confidence in Don Bottle. That does not mean I don't have confidence in Vi. I think they know that. But I just think it's important for a running back to get in the rhythm. Now, in my humble opinion, I'm sure Keontae's not going to want to hear this, but about 24 to 25 touches right now for him, you know, it's about what he needs. You know what I mean? Because you get up to the 35, to 30, 35, that's when you start to put that ball on the ground. And not saying that he can't do it, but you got to work yourself into that 30, 35 carry game. So, you know, and saying that, if you know, it's a ball game to where we're getting up to 40, 45 carries, you'll see those guys get a ton of more carries. Because right now, he doesn't want to hear it, but 20 to 25 touches is about where he is.
Sure. There was so much riding on this season for him. What did you see him mentally just deal with not seeing the results come right away, going through a tough first half of the year?
It was. You know, he's a pleaser, you know, and more so than worrying about the next level or what have you. It was just, you know, Coach, he didn't want to disappoint me. He didn't want to disappoint our coaching, the rest of our coaching staff. He didn't want to disappoint his teammates, and he felt like he felt like at times maybe that it was on him that the production wasn't there, and that's an attribute. Honestly, I hope that it never leaves him. You know, because it's humbling and it drives you to be the best that you possibly can be. So we still got a bit wetter, but he performed. You know, he went out and he competed.
Thanks, Mike.
Great.
Thanks, Mike.